Oh now, oh be joyful, I'll make you sing, oh be joyful on the other side of your mouth, a fret, implying the party threatened will be made to cry, to sing, oh be easy, to appear contented when one has cause to complain and dare not, oaf, a silly fellow, oafish, simple, oak, a rich a man of good substance and credit, to sport oak, to shut the outward door of a student's room at college, an oaken towel, an oaken cuddle, to rub a man down with an oaken towel, to beat him, oats. He has sowed his wild oats, he is staid or sober, having left off his wild tricks, oaths. The favourite oaths of the thieves of the present day are, God strike me blind, I wish my bloody eyes may drop out if it not true, so help me God, bloody enter me, or, to put in one's oar, to intermeddle or give an opinion unasked, as to be sure you must put in your oar. Obstropulous, vulgar misnomer of obstreperous, as I was going my rounds and found this here Gemon very obstropulous, whereof I comprehended him as an auspicious person. Occupy, to occupy a woman, to have carnal knowledge of her. Odd fellows, a convivial society, the introduction to the most noble grand arrayed in royal robes is well worth seeing at the price of becoming a member. Odds Plut and her nails, a Welsh oath, frequently mentioned in a jocular manner by persons, it is hoped ignorant of its meaning, which is by God's blood and the nails with which he is nailed to the cross. Odd come shortlies, I'll do it with one of these odd come shortlies, I will do it some time or another. Office, to give the office, to give information, to make signs to the officers to take a thief. Ogles, eyes, rum, ogles, fine eyes. Oil of barley or barley broth, strong beer. Oil of gladness, I will anoint you with the oil of gladness. Ironically spoken for, I will beat you. Oil of stirrup, a dose of cobbler gives his wife whenever she is obstropulous. Oh, poio. Proofreader's note, Greek letters. Cambridge. The many, the multitude, who take degrees without being entitled for an honour. All that is required are 3 books of Euclid, and as far as quadratic equations in algebra, see plucked. Old ugly cunt. Old dog at it. Expert accustomed. Old hand, knowing or expert in any business. Old Harry, a composition used by vintners to adulterate their wines, also the nickname for the devil. Old Ding, see Old Hat. Old Mr. Gory, a piece of gold. Old Nick, the devil, from Nekon, the evil spirit of the north. Old One, the devil, likewise an expression of quizzical familiarity, as how d'ye do, old one? Old Peg, poor Yorkshire cheese made of skimmed milk. Old Podger, the devil. Old Stagger, the one accustomed to business, one who knows mankind. Old Toast, a brisk old fellow cunt. Old Doss, Bridwell. Oliver's Skull, a chamber pot. Ollie Compolly, the name of one of the principal rogues of the canting crew, cunt. Omnimum Gaverem, the whole together jocular imitation of law Latin. 1 in 10, a parson, an allusion to his tiffs. One of us, or one of my cousins, a woman of the town, a harlot. Onion, a seal. Onion hunters, a class of young thieves, who are on the lookout for gentlemen who wear their seals suspended on a ribbon, which they cut and thus secure the seals, or other trinkets suspended to the watch. Open arse, a meddler, see meddler. Optime. The senior and junior optimes are the second and last classes of Cambridge honours conferred on taking a degree. That of Wranglers is the first. The last junior optime is called the wooden spoon. Organ. A pipe. Will you cock your organ? Will you smoke your pipe? Orthodoxy and heterodoxy. Somebody explained these terms by saying, the first was a man who had a doxy of his own, the second a person who made use of the doxy of another man. Oshchives, bone-handled knives, cunt. Ostler, oat stealer. Otomy, the vulgar word for a skeleton. Otomized, to be dissected. You'll be stragged, otomized, and grin in a glass case. You'll be hanged, anatomized, and your skeleton kept in a glass case at Surgeon's Hall. Oven, a great mouth. The old woman would never have looked for her daughter in the oven had she not been there herself. Overseer, a man standing in the pillory, is from his elevated situation said to be made an overseer. Out at heels or out at elbows, in declining circumstances, outrun the constable. A man who has lived above his means or income is said to have outrun the constable. Outs, a gentleman of three outs. See gentleman. Owl. To catch a trick practised upon ignorant country boobies, who are decoyed into a barn under pretence of catching an owl, where after divers preliminaries the joke ends in their having a pail of water poured upon their heads. Owl in an ivy bush. He looks like an owl in an ivy bush, frequently said of a person with a large frizzled wig, or a woman whose hair is dressed a la Blows. Owlers, those who smuggle wool over to France. Ox-house, he must go through the ox-house to bed, a saying of an old fellow who marries a young girl. O's, corruption of O's, proclaimed by the crier of all courts of justice. Oyster, a gob of thick phlegm, spit by the consumptive man in law Latin, anam viridum gobum.